Welcome, guys, to the daily analysis for April 13th. So, in the weekly watch list, we had already discussed how the regime has changed. We are back above the 9 week moving average. And as long as we're holding above the 9 week moving average, we have to give bulls the benefit of doubt on the larger time frames. So, nothing has really changed on larger time frames despite this weekend being full of news. Obviously, when the futures opened yesterday and the entire weekend, there was just a lot of fear in the markets regarding the Iran US negotiations breaking down, Trump talking about blockading the Strait of Hormuz, all kinds of drama. But you guys can see just from the fact that from where futures opened yesterday to where they're right now, some of that drama or some of that fear is subsiding. All right. And this is what we talk about when QQQ is back above the 9 week moving average, when bulls have the control on larger time frames, markets start ignoring bad news. Now, does that mean price is just going to go straight up and keep going? No, there's going to be consolidations along the way. All right. With this big gap up, if there's some tight consolidation here, push, another push, tight consolidation, that's fine. We don't have to read into it too much. The whole idea is as long as price is above the 9 week moving average, the dips will get bought, market will ignore bad news. And until that changes, you should ignore bad news too. All right, so I hope that context is clear because we don't really have any other major events today. We can go directly to the levels. So on the hourly charts, where are the levels? Obviously, the larger time frame context is bullish, but that doesn't mean we can't get some pullbacks or consolidation on smaller time frames. Remember to separate your larger time frame bias from your shorter time frame bias. Why do I mention that? Because the neutral territory of QQQ on Friday is this area. It's 612 to around 609. All right, you have 609 to 612. It tried to break above 612 with just weak attempts on Friday, failed to do so. Below 609, price can pull back to 606 followed by 603 areas. Those are your levels on the downside. Your only bullish intraday above 612, we can go to 615. This thing is your neutral territory. So on the larger time frames, we are bullish, but intraday today with a gap down, we are below the neutral area. We can be bearish intraday. All right, that intraday point should be clear. Also, the order is currently bearish. That can change. It can become a choppy day. It can be a slow grinding day. I don't know. All right. But for now, the order is bearish and we are in bearish intraday territory. But that should not affect your larger time frame trades or your swing trades. I hope that's clear. What about SPY? And I'm going to discuss the scalping game plan after I discuss SPY levels. SPY, the neutral territory is also pretty clear. Obviously, some of that includes the action of Thursday as well. So I would say around 677. Yeah, all right. So 677 until 681.5 is your neutral territory. Above 681.5, we could go to 683 followed by 686. Those will be the levels on the upside. If you want, you can only scalp above 683 because trying to scalp from 681.5 to 683 might not just be a good RR. All right, so I hope that's clear. What about on the downside? Below 677, the next level of interest is around 674 followed by 671. Those will be your levels on the downside. Overnight, with the gap down, we are in